The thing is, I don't want to get the reflection from here onto that camera then that we can't see as well. That's what
And on that note, welcome back to another video with us at NerdTots. Thank you, everybody. If you're in the chat, hello. If you're not in the chat yet and you're watching us on the replay, hello. This is.
Hello. Who does that? Who's a character that does that?
Your brother does that.
And I'm a character. This is a Dontron. That's the film combatant with Angel and Kim. And we have started up a video that we're going to watch today called Jean-Claude Van Johnson, in case you couldn't tell by the labeling here and above his head too. He's never seen this show. Neither has Kim. And so I have, but this show came out a while ago. It came out, I would say, it came out back in 2017. It was, I think it's the only show I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme being in.
He's done like cameos and like one episode runs on other shows, but for him to star in a television series, yes, this is the only one he's done.
Yeah, like where he's reoccurring and whatnot. Granted, it's only like 6 episodes long as far as the series goes. It's pretty short. It's like a mini series in that essence. But go ahead.
When did this come out?
2017. So it's about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's funny enough, it pokes fun at himself in a lot of different ways. So like kind of like where JCVD kind of makes fun of him, but in a serious manner. It talks about like that movie was like more as a retrospective, even though it's a fictional film.
Yeah, I never saw that one either.
You never saw JC? I thought you did.
No. People, I guess I got at a point I got tired of JCVD. So, because he was just doing a lot of like movies that were not so good, and well, you said a lot of them, but like a lot of them went to like direct to DVD, right? So it wasn't really getting the theaters. So I got a little, I guess, oversaturated with him.
But that one's not a bad one because it's more like drama, because it's like him as himself stuck in a bank robbery, and people are like, "You're Jean-Claude Van Damme, do something." He's like, "I'm an actor. I don't," and he's trying to talk, be rational or in a stressful situation, dealing with also drama of like divorce and losing his kids and stuff like that. So it was kind of interesting perspective, but I'm going to digress because we're not here for that. We are here for.
Wait, you said it, so we got to drink.
Oh, my bad.
You said your phrase, so when
yes.
you say that phrase, we go for a drink.
But I will say this one is interesting because pokes fun at him without being him. Like he gets to play someone else at the same time. What up, Zoe? What up, Bunda? I just refreshed my chat and now I see everybody in here. How's everybody doing?
Hi, everybody.
What's going on, guys?
By the way, Bunda, thank you for the donation yesterday. I saw it on my phone after the fact, so thank you so very much. I appreciate the contribution. That is great. Thank you. I didn't jump in the pool because there was a storm and lightning that came in later.
Oh.
And then Zoe calls you Kim Queen.
Oh, thank you, Zoe.
So.
Wow.
Shots fired, bro.
No. Wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I'm going to be paying for that one for a while.
Yeah, you are. It's all right. Okay. It's all right. I know where you live.
Yeah, I know where you live too.
I'm not scared of
you. And so that brings up a good question. Oh, thank you, Zoe. She likes our background. And and just as a special treat for everybody who's here early and on time, I will show you. I redid my room.
Yay! About time.
I know.
Looks so clean and empty.
Clean and empty. That's the way it should be. But no, there's no green screen up. I will have my green screen up shortly. I made a space and little cubby area for it, so I will be doing that. I just
Also,
did
just let
everything
you know
today.
that we are not doing alcohol tonight. We're finishing our fast. We did another 3-day fast. Um, this will probably be our last 3-day fast. We'll probably do a different fast as we did before, but that's why she has uh, seltzer water and I have broth. I
Mm.
did a little. I tried different today. This 3-day fast. Excuse me. But we are starving at the same time.
Yes, and I can't drink any more broth or I'm just gonna puke.
Yeah, well, we don't want that, definitely. Um, so if you are gonna watch it on Amazon with us, put a 1 up if you're ready, and then that way we'll know to get started. And hello, Yaya, and see here. Well, they choose to fast together.
So Don, what did you cook yesterday? What did you barbecue?
Quiche, I think.
Quiche. No.
Oh,
That was me proving the fact that was it shredded cheese preserves? The artificial cheese is probably the worst thing you can get for you. And like I just tossed it in a skillet and try to let it melt. Rather than it melt, it actually like more fused together and became like a brick. It didn't really, yeah. So like that's what I was like saying. Like as a side note, if you can get cheese as a brick and like just natural cheese, stick with that. You're gonna be better off because that just proves like if it's doing that in a skillet on like that should melt it, what is it doing on the insides?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And it
And
don't actually taste that good either.
no, well, it doesn't like melt properly, anyways. Um, and then I made ribs. I had some like salted seasonings, which was too salty. I had to douse that down. And then I had coffee grind, which I heard somewhere like coffee grind is supposed to be good. I didn't realize you should mix it because coffee grind doesn't come in that bad. It's just that you probably want to mix something. It comes in fairly bitter, so you want to use something like a little bit sweeter to cut it, and then it will give it more of a balanced flavor. And then I did like marinated chicken breast. One was like a Korean barbecue. One was like a Korean
wow.
gobi or gabi or I forget the name.
Kalbi.
Yes,
Coffee.
gabi. And then I took a full chicken, butterflied it, just to show that I can do it, and I did.
So, what do you use that for seasoning for the chicken?
Adobo and poultry seasoning.
Do you use that to marinate overnight, or
You know me, I'm last minute. No, it would have been so much better if I let it marinate. But the I did cover it heavily, so it was
well, we
there.
did. I'm sorry, the chicken you forgot to take home. We had it the day before our
Yeah,
fasting.
I actually cooked it this time.
And she did it. She cooked it, even though I was the one that seasoned it, but she's the one that did it. I told her what to do. And she did it perfectly, and it came out delicioso.
Yeah,
Nice.
we had
Very
it.
good.
We had it. Save the leftovers and put in the freezer because we couldn't.
Yeah,
finish
we'll
it.
definitely have it tomorrow.
Nice.
Or I will.
Civil, to answer your question, no, we haven't started a stream yet. I was waiting for a 1 to see if anybody's ready to start watching this
Well,
show with us.
we are.
Well, you haven't hit play, did you?
No.
No.
No, I'm just saying we're ready. We're ready.
It's like, oh yeah, well, I'm ready. The film combatant's ready. Put a 1 if you're ready.
Excuse me. What, did you just do this?
No.
Oh.
No. 2 if you're getting ready, and 3 if you don't care if you're ready or not.
What about 4?
4. I don't have a space for 4 right now. Let's see. Zoe says they're ready.
Let's do it.
Wunda says he doesn't care, so he's just here for the fun of us.
So did everything turn out good?
Yeah, Everything went good. I did do lobster cakes. Those were created. I just had to grill them. That was for mom, so she'll have something.
Oh, wow. That all sounds so good.
Just a few more hours.
You can make
I
it.
know.
You'll sleep it off.
I know.
You'll be fine.
I'm just
All right.
starving.
On that note,
All right, let's keep
we're gonna
going.
hit play in about 5, 4, 3, 2,
2,
1, go.
Woohoo.
All right, just
I got a wheel spinning. I got a little smiley face. Amazon Originals. Did you guys get that?
well, now we're on Van Damme.
What's
12,
your?
13, 14, 15.
Oh, you're 3 seconds ahead of me.
All right, I'm gonna pause it. Tell me when you're on 25.
Damn, you're a high.
Ready? Tell me when you're on 25.
Now.
Okay. He's trying to kill me.
What's up, Drew Skizzy? I have a gift. The splits.
His voice.
Oh,
oh, snap. Wow.
So
Jesus.
obviously you were not anticipating that.
Oh,
Whoa.
hello. All right.
Oh, I forgot there is some nudity in this.
Ah.
Coconut water. Oof.
Has like posters of himself all over the house.
Yes, lotion and that's hysterical. Whoa.
There's a lot of dogs.
Mhm.
Does anybody ever use segways anymore?
Only
Yeah.
like for touring for guests, you know.
Hmm?
I see in the South Beach where there, when tourists come down.
Oh, Zoe, are you watching the fight tonight?
Ugh, don't watch the fight. Don't save your money.
Or not, obviously. There's a nice piano in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ramen bar. Oh, whoa! It's not even
Whoa.
cooked.
Ew.
I'm,
Oh.
Oh.
I'm for real retired, not Nicolas Cage retired.
But he thought the guy was Nicolas Cage. The guy thought he was.
I know. I just thought it was funny.
come he never got rid of that bump in his head?
I have no
I
idea.
think he would have.
I don't know
Yeah.
what
What
that
I
is
read,
though. Is it like a cyst or something?
I don't know. He's had it for a long ass time.
Yeah.
I think around sudden impact or something like that. One of those. Even Bloodsport maybe.
I mean, yes, Zoe, if you want to celebrate the fact that I cleaned my room today, by all means, cheers. Celebrate. Oh no, like I cleaned my room and I rearranged my room. That's like the dumbest idea, dry ramen.
Yep. Wow. Well, he says that at a restaurant they're a pop up experience. So
That's still a dumb idea.
stupid.
I'm back.
Oh,
I knew you would recognize her.
Felicia Rashad. Wow. I'm surprised she would do something like this. Wow. United Morris.
Sybil, I agree in the sense that if you like do it right, like crumble the ramen, mix it in with certain things, you can have dry ramen. But just as a brick, nah. Oh,
Oh my God. No way. General Soul's chicken.
well, well, I don't think you can get food poisoning from dry ramen too.
What?
It's Zoe. Or speak off. Zoe, you don't have to send food my way. It's okay.
Can you send food our way?
Oh yeah. Food.
Make it express.
Double express.
If anything, I would have you send food this way if I gave you a recipe, and I was being cautious.
The dust comes off. Oh, Wing Chun gummy, come on.
That's true, Zoe. No one died.
Punches.
30 pounds. Oh. Your Swedish meatballs.
Hungry.
So, do I need to bribe you by like me sending my my chocolate my chocolate cheese balls?
Oh,
His hair. Oh my god.
She's a hairstylist.
No, but his hair. I'm talking about.
Oh. These are short episodes. I forgot they're only like 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. His co-star.
Movie career is kind of cutthroat.
Mm-hmm. He's flexing. This is, oh, he's Huck.
Oh.
He's Huck.
And
Tom
she's
Sawyer as a girl.
there's a new man in the house.
It kind of reminds me of this scene. Reminds me a little bit of Universal Soldier.
Yeah, a little bit.
The final scene. Wait a minute. So she puts the hat on. He takes it off right away.
No, yeah. Well, he put the hat on, yeah, and he took it off.
I thought. Oh.
She didn't do nothing.
It's pretty ripped.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that's from Hard Target. I think
That's
it's
what I was
Hard
thinking.
Target.
Like he had hair like that in Hard Target.
The mullet.
Spinning back heel kicks his way to the heart. Hmm.
Like almost like it's like it says Hulk.
Yeah.
Same graphic.
Hmm.
What?
He's he's playing
N-word Jim. Oh, got
N-word
it.
Jim.
Yeah, because he can't say it. Twizzler.
Oh, he took the hit.
Right. His feet. Nice bike.
His master of disguise. What?
But it's kind of like why not wear just regular mask, like like a face mask. No, that wouldn't have happened. But okay.
Would it have been even fair to put a wager in the fight tonight?
For who? Who are you talking to?
Buna, like he's watching
Oh,
the because Zoe's asking about the fights and like what did he wager? Like, would it be even worth betting? He said he didn't put money, but like I don't even think it was worth betting.
it's not even worth purchasing. That fight is a disgrace to the boxing sport, the sport of boxing. Excuse me.
Mm.
You know, Mayweather is gonna toy his hand and make it look bad.
Oh, so the wager on the fight was not even worth it. Philippe, how's it going?
I guess those guys did work. I guess it worked for him. No, I'm just saying, like the Triller company, they're going out of business anyway, so they're trying to get any way to
Mm-hmm.
get people to watch it and pay for it. But we saw the first one with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. That was crap. It was an exhibition
They're all
match.
calling him Philippe.
Yeah, and it was all crap as well. I mean, the thing with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Oh.
Oh. You're
I think Time Cop is way better than Looper.
he's killing everybody. You don't kill people like that anyway. Put them to sleep.
Oh yeah, Zoe, I did hear that. I heard your cat is not the nicest, Zoe.
Jeez. She poisoned people and has a mean cat.
Well, what was described to me reminded me of that. Remember that cat you babysitted in New York?
No, I didn't babysit. I actually owned it. I got rid of it.
I thought you babysitted that cat.
The mangoose,
The one that like
Charlie.
the pissed everywhere and like did the
Yeah,
backflip on
yeah,
a.
yeah. No, someone gave it to me to have, and I thought it'd be great. But that cat, man, no, that cat was not. Cat was mean. That cat was mean. Uh,
Did you turn the fan off?
mhm.
Oh, they're reading the script.
Oh snap! Ben Johnson.
Zoe, I'm sure she is. Your cat is precious and great for you, but from what I've heard, is what I'm saying. This is. I'm just repeating what was said to me. I've taken it. If I ever met your cat, I would win your cat over. I am confident I can win your cat and be ooh. I'm confident your cat will be nice to me. He's just taking a lot of hits.
Mm-hmm. He's probably grabbing the signs like, what the hell?
One at a time, or you run into each other.
That was a terrible hip throw. I guess no one has guns.
They're security.
Oh, his famous.
Oh, the Johnny Cage. Or the Frank Dukes.
But didn't he do it first before Johnny Cage?
Oh,
He in Bloodsport, right?
Well, yeah, but you know, I'm saying, I guess it was inspired by him, like Rain. I'm sorry,
Johnny.
Lightning was the inspiration of Raiden.
Yeah, Lightning was the
And,
inspiration for Raiden. Yeah.
and Liu Kang was an inspiration from was Bruce Lee was an inspiration for Liu Kang.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's with the other guy. That's with the black guy. His bump got bigger.
Oh, he did just headbutt a guy.
I know. I'm just saying. Welcome back.
Oh, that started quicker than the tick did. All right, you
Dun,
want to pause it real quick?
No, why? Let's keep it going.
All right. We'll go episode 2, and we'll stop it at that. Okay.
Fine. Well, mine's still spinning, so I don't know what you're.
Oh, mine started.
Stop it.
I'm at 14 seconds.
Well, damn, bro.
Hey, I told you mine went quick.
I don't know what's going on here, but why is it going so slow? But that was good. That was actually better than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 14 seconds already. Jeez.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, this is 30 minutes long. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit longer. So let me know when you're good.
Yep.
At my 14.
Excuse me. 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right, and then after this one, we'll cut it for this episode. But I would say, oh, those are wild emus. or farmed emus.
But with the right seasoning, tastes great.
I haven't had emu. Did you have emu?
No, don't forget we're fasting, so
Oh, I would eat emu. It's like a bigger turkey.
or a small ostrich.
I don't think you're allowed to eat emu.
Bunda, if there was any kind of pet that you could have, what pet would you have?
The hiccups. Oh. Ah, that's not his names. Or
But that's what.
where Jim keeps calling him. Just can't call him Jim.
That's his character name in the movie.
I understand that, but I'm just saying you don't have to say the whole character's name. You can just say, "Oh, there you go."
You say you don't say the whole thing. He's like, what, Jim?
Can you stop it, please?
Mm-hmm.
Kim has the hiccups.
Aw. A lot of water, Kim. More water.
Oh my god. I'm gonna drown.
Bunda, I would say a bird would be good for you. Little tweet bird. Bird.
I can't help it.
Whoa! What?
Hmm. Ooh. So if we're gonna have to pick a perfect monkey, a perfect pet for Bunda, a monkey, like in Monkey Shines, like people have pet monkeys, right? That's a thing. What?
He's like a little nervous. Like, interesting that everything is now night. It's about film editing. Whoa. With that haircut and that and his age, he looks a lot like William Shatner. You can, oh my God.
What?
That's the song.
Yep.
There's a hit.
It's like right out of Fast and Furious.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a or Triple X. Can't drive stick. I'm enjoying this.
Classic Johnson. He looks familiar.
Oh, that was you that said that?
Yeah.
I thought someone in the crowd said it to Van Damme.
You were so delayed on that response, too.
I was, because I was like, oh, from the Sun Up show. Oh. Look at me. That's a line from Get Shorty.
That's bizarre.
Just come out right, say it. Wow, that's
Very specific.
and loud. This is definitely like from Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm. He sounded like Fester.
Vanessa?
Yep. Look at that hair. She's out of place too.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh god.
He's trying to plug himself.
God. Wow.
You can also hunt me for sport, like an hard target. Also starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Or you can put me in a tournament and I can win, just like in Bloodsport.
Or The Quest. Also starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Or you can duplicate me and use me like the movie Duplicate, starring Van Damme. Or Maximum Risk. Or Double Impact, where I played myself and not myself at the same time. Never in my life I wear black silk underwear. That's from Double Impact.
Oh, they're speaking a different language.
Well, damn. Well, damn. I guess he had a glass eye.
No, that was a real eye. Like he got punched so hard the eye came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I will roll like that, a regular eye.
Yeah, you give them credit for what they got.
But a glass eye would.
With with Mario Lopez's Lopez. He's like, this is a drift wave. He was like, a drift? What's a drift?
Yeah, what?
He's gonna blindfold himself. What the hell? Just like Bloodsport. What the? Wow.
Oh, he's gonna do it too?
They won't know how they're gonna know when the thing goes down.
They're not. They're both blindfolded. And they're gonna drift.
But they can't see the flag go down to start.
And one's in a supercar.
How come they don't have it? Okay, never mind.
Maybe they can listen to the countdown.
How, well, the race is over. He doesn't have, why is he continuing? He doesn't have to continue.
Remember, he's blindfolded. It doesn't know.
But he should have heard it with all the senses picked up. How does that relate? How does that relate? I don't get it. When he feels free.
He's happy.
He's in the zone.
So emus bring him to the zone. That's well, not that much. Well, oh. Yeah, win. Oh, what the hell? Why would he do that?
Maybe that was his boss.
Put the blindfold back on. was thinking, well, that guy shot himself.
It's just such a disaster.
Why would you shoot yourself?
He's like, no.
Oh wow, he's a great actor.
So, ferrets can smell, but I think you can get the gland removed. Back when I was a kid, I used to want a ferret. Like,
Me too.
I wanted two ferrets, like Beastmaster.
Yeah, Poto and what was that one?
Isn't it Toto and Poto?
Kodo and Poto, I think.
Kodo and Poto?
Kodo and Poto.
Or it was a Toto? No, it's a Toto or Kodo?
Kodo and Poto
Kodo and Poto.
with Mark Singer. We gotta watch that again. I gotta say that still holds up.
It was better than the bird name was
Sequels?
the worst. Oh yeah, the sequels. Although I did have fun with the sequel, the first, the Beastmaster 2.
The one with his brother,
Yeah.
his long lost brother.
Listen, I was a child.
Yeah, but it seemed like it kind of like Highlander 2.
Highlander 2 was garbage.
So was Beastmaster 2, I think. Anyway. What's this called?
Mm-hmm.
So I missed the subtitles. He said, I don't need it.
For him to continue with his poem.
Oh.
The episodes go by like, even though this is like a 30-minute long episode, it's going by fairly quick.
Oh yeah. It's probably because it start with action pretty much right away, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
She's gonna find something.
Zoe, how big is your cat? That's not an innuendo. She has a pet cat that everybody's talking is huge.
Yeah, we figured that, but I'm just saying.
That's not a lot of chocolate candies.
Oh, she's eating a whole lot.
Zoe says her cat's carrying holiday weight. That's like the most randomized equipment ever.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like, how does she get all this equipment? Oh, you're not get electrocuted. Don't get electrocuted.
So I don't think a cat should weigh 28 pounds.
No, that's our dog.
that's,
That's
that's the same weight of
Donnie.
Donnie.
That's Donnie. Donnie's a big dog. For a small dog, he's a huge dog.
Actually, Donnie weighs 40.
Oh shit. Well,
Well, that's
well, maybe
Mc,
McLeod.
McLeod has weighed around 30 pounds or whatnot. So that's
Then
about
yeah.
the size of McLeod. That's still pretty big. That's
So
impressive.
what? Okay, what happened to the water? Why is it?
I think we're gonna see, because I'm sure that's her room, right?
Yeah. Snow. So what? Oh,
What?
Come on, man. Of course. Why else would you have a weather control device?
Oh my god.
All right, we're gonna stop it right here for now.
yeah. Hold on. It's just spinning. But yeah, go ahead. Let's continue.
All right, so
Wow, bro.
Where
Wow.
the hell did you find this?
It was on Amazon. He's
This
a
is on
bigger
Amazon.
Van Damme fan I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Van Damme was like the Bruce Lee of that time. So when people, I mean, I was in high school when Bloodsport came out.
Van Damme was on he was on a film high. Every film that he did, like
Mm-hmm.
in his early years, was just like fire, just coming out, and it was either really really good or it was like cult classic good. Like it just
Right.
automatically good. And then somewhere after the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what movie it was that it just really, that's where it just dropped. I want to say it was the one with the basketball player Dennis Rodman.
Right.
Like when he did that one, like everybody was like forgiving, but after the one with Dennis Rodman, people were like, "Well, we're done."
Well, it was just like it was kind of like the what broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
That one. I mean, you had Time Cop, and then pretty much like that one with Rodman. That was like the one that just like.
Mm-hmm.
That did it. I mean, he blew up with Bloodsport made him the star, made him international star.
Yep.
Then he followed with his kickboxer, and then he started getting better roles with like Double Impact and Universal Soldier. Those like really two movies and Hard Target. Those three, excuse me, in the sense of what really established him was really those three movies of Double Impact, Hard Target, and Universal Soldier.
By the way, for the fun of it, if you look up like the cast and you see the pictures of the cast members, and they show
Of
Jean-Claude Van Johnson. When you see Jean-Claude Van Damme's photo, they took a screen capture from Hard Target with the mullet.
Well, it makes sense. But it's like his first. He was his first movie, um, U.S. movie appearance was in
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo, Breaking Two. Electric
Oh
Boogaloo.
yeah. But
He's dancing.
no one remembered it unless like people highlight that.
Yeah, but he's still wearing the same one piece outfit he wore in Lionheart, that black one piece jumpsuit. That he has that in that movie. He has it. He's wearing it in that scene. He's dancing. It was just hysterical.
Oh yeah.
He had really some good movies, and then he just
And then it was
well,
all straight to DVD and
yeah, it was. I think it's mainly because like he got full of himself. He got really into drugs.
mm-hmm.
He was womanizing. Sleeping with his co-stars, even though he was married to a beautiful woman and caring woman, Gladys Portuguesa. I think she's Puerto Rican. But Gladys Portuguese, who was a bodybuilder, and that's how they met through the bodybuilding scene world. Um, but yeah, I think that's what happened. He just made really bad choices, especially the Dennis Rodman one. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think there's another movie that brought him down also. But then he did a countless amount of direct to DVD. Like I don't know how many Universal Soldiers he's been in. I think there's like 6 of them, or Universal Soldiers. But
Yeah,
but
well, like he was only in like 1, 2, 3, 4 Universal Soldier movies, and there was like several of them that he wasn't. Universal Soldier like continued without him, and then they and that was like kind of out of continuity, and they brought it back with Universal Soldier with the Goldberg and Michael Jai White.
That's Universal Soldier 2, I think.
The
With Michael
official
Jai
one.
White.
It was the official one, and then because they had ones that were not like say Universal Soldier 2 and other Universal Soldiers, those were like made by like I think Showtime or Cinemax, and that continued the story with someone else playing his character, and then there was the Universal Soldier, where it was I think it was called Redemption, or where they brought back um, Dolph Lundgren's character. Remember that one? And then there
I
was
didn't. I actually saw 2. After that, I was like, I don't need to see any more
oh
Universal Soldier. There's one with Andrei Arlovsky. He plays a character. He plays one in there. I don't know which one that is.
that's the one with Dolph Lundgren in it as well. That's actually really good. That's really good movie, and it shows him like the serum's been kicked out of his system, and he's trying to reform back to society. And they bring him back, and they have to redo the serum back into a system.
Who?
Jean-Claude, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then there was a sequel after that, and that had Scott Adkins.
Which one? Which one is the one with his head shaved off? His hair shaved off.
That was the sequel after that one.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll check it out. But it's probably on Amazon. But
Maybe.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this show. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's far fetched and
oh, it's very far fast. But well, okay. Opinions around. Let's start with because pretty much Angel and I are really in the forefront talking about this. Kim, what do you think of this show so far?
I mean, it's obviously it's funny, kind of off the wall, but I guess that's like that's the whole premise behind it. It's a spoof, so definitely wouldn't have gone and see this in the movies. That's for certain.
That's good.
The movie theaters.
It's the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's definitely interesting.
And then, were you a big Van Damme fan back in the day? Also, Kim.
I mean, I was. I mean, I knew who he was and all that and everything, and I think I actually vaguely remember, like a neighbor or knew this woman who was like the nanny for his children. and stuff. So
Really? Oh wow.
yeah.
Small
So
world.
yeah. So I mean, and so
Van Damme did live in Florida for a short time. Like he lived in Tampa and then moved to Miami. So he was in Florida. Like
Okay.
he moved into Tampa like when it was 1979, and then shortly there moved into Miami. Mm-hmm. So
So
it's,
29.
yeah, that's what the page his bio said.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So I mean, it's like I mean, I wasn't like a huge fan kind of thing. I mean, I know who he was, and I know his movies and stuff like that, and everything else. I mean, I don't think I actually ever went to see one of his movies in the theater. I mean, I saw them like when they came out
Mm-hmm.
afterwards, like on DVD or whatever. But
I don't remember. Like there's only maybe of the movies that came out to theater, because he did a lot of movies that actually didn't hit theater. Um, Universal Soldier of the Return. I remember seeing that in theaters, and also Expandables. Not Expandables. Expendables.
Expendables 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was in that one, that's when so those are the only ones I remember him in theaters watching, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I always thought he was trying to like compete with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was trying to,
He was.
yeah.
He was competing. He was competing
Oh,
against
well, I mean, obviously it was very
Stallone.
clear.
He wanted to be the new muscle action guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he did succeed for a little bit, but it was just their fan base. Like I said, they were a little more grounded with their family, and not going so crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
Arnold had his affair, whatever, blah blah blah. But in the sense of like partying and all that stuff, going crazy, no, they didn't do that. Where he did, because he was just, he was getting all that attention. He just loved the limelight in that sense. Which
I think Bunda brought up a good point, is because there was, and this also I think played a part into him losing some of his stardom. Remember when that rumor they got out that Van Damme got knocked out at a club, but like I think it was like Stallone's bodyguard or something like that.
it was um shoot.
He said Chuck Zito was the name.
Yes, that's who it is. Yes, Chuck
Mm-hmm.
Zito. Exactly, that's who it was. Yeah, that's the rumor. I mean, if it was true or not, I mean, you have word of mouth a lot of times. I don't think there's any video or photos of showing proof of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and yeah, Chuck Zito is a very big guy in the sense of he's like a huge fan of UFC. You've seen a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
of that, being a big supporter of that and other things. So yeah, that took down his credibility a little bit with that. And then there was like beef with him, Van Damme with Steven Seagal, like who will win out of the two. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
but
blah.
Steven Seagal like had beef with a lot of people because he's an easy go to. Like you go to Steven Seagal, like, what do you think about this guy? He's like, oh, he's no good. He's garbage. Da 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 da.
Well, yeah, he'll just talk. Yeah, Steven Seagal will just talk crap, even though you know he got heavier and heavier with every film he did. You know, but I mean, the thing is, like, he never really, and Van Damme never really evolved in the sense of like his action stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like his fighting style, all it was the same. Like we made fun of it in the first episode. Why don't go? You get confused with each other. Go one at a time. It's like, so he never evolved. Like Jackie Chan evolved, Stallone and Arnold. They all evolved in how to bring action to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And where Van never did. He just kept it the same. One punch pony, like the one trick pony was just like that. I was like,
No one kick pony.
And then pose like for 5 minutes, and then again. So it was just like,
Well, like you said,
But you
that was
always
exactly
joke
in
about
episode 1.
I said you always joke about that, about like when you're describing like other fighters, or when it just comes up and you're like, yeah, he's like Claude Van Damme, where he just, does a punch and pose, does a punch and pose.
Well, that's what like Mortal Kombat, the original one, reminded me of.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
like, they hit one and they pose and they kept the other. And Jason Statham did the same thing in Transporter, the first one. He just posed, but I mean that's also the director's fault in editing.
But yeah, but you have a thing where like whenever that happens, it's like you
I go
the Van Damme pose.
I bring up Van Damme when I see it because
he was most known for that.
He was known for that, exactly.
But we're speaking about Van Damme himself, and he's the star of the show. But we did get guest appearances that I could tell were surprising for you guys. And
Felicia Rashad and the last gentleman that we saw from this episode, the designer, the financier of the film. I can't remember his name, but he's on 24. He was in other programs that I love. He's a great actor. So to see like get actual legit people in this production is a pleasure for me. I mean, we're only in episode 2, so I don't know what else is going to be. Who else is going to show up?
There's going to be some more surprises for you.
Well, I'm looking forward to that because I mean, it's kind of cool that Van Damme is making fun of himself here. He's being, the joke for all this stuff, and seeing what his success and flops of his past films. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this take.
Yep, and then it's. You're right. They take the success and flops of it, and the way they kind of tie it in. It's like it's the fun part of like taking the idea of a retired spy who's just like holding on to the past, but he's like also he's a retired actor holding on to the past, like thinking everybody still thinks he's relevant. Right. Like great example of this the second episode when he wants to race to people. He's like, you could do whatever you want with me, like he just starts quoting. He's like, of course you
movies. Yeah.
He's like, you look familiar. He's like, I should look familiar. And he's trying to like play up like I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme, and the guy doesn't recognize anything.
Exactly, but I'm surprised he didn't bring that up in the sense of when he did the blindfold thing. He didn't talk about Bloodsport, but yet we know that from Bloodsport, that he was blindfolded to enhance his other senses. But then they go back to him thinking when he was running with the emus. And I don't know if you saw Kim and I's reaction. We just looked at each other like, what the because it didn't make no sense that's what he will think of. You thought maybe they don't have the rights to show clips from Bloodsport, but it would have been kind of cool, or just to mention it. He didn't even mention it. It was just like I guess an Easter egg for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could be wrong because it's been a while, but I don't think they actually show any of the scenes from any other movies. But like,
and they talk about it.
They talk about it and they reference things. Like when they show the flashback when he has the hair, they could have done like maybe a B-roll film, or like they show a scene from him on Hard Target. No, they just give him the mullet hair, and they show him there like. Well, clearly it's Hard Target.
I guess also because if you have to show clips from the actual films, you have to pay. You have to pay for that.
True.
So if you do a different variation of it or a different take, you don't have to pay the original company or the other actors, whatever.
Well, they're probably buying on the fact that, first of all, if you're actually going to sit here and watch a spoof, Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a spoof on himself and everything, you're already going to know, all of his movies and know his background and everything else. So you don't really need to revisit all of that. You can have those hints here, pushing those hints here and there.
Right, but they they in season 3 of Cobra Kai, they use a lot of old footage from the movies.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
But I think, see that there was a lot of newbies that were getting into Cobra Kai who haven't seen Karate Kid.
Well, exactly.
This could be said here as well. Yeah. People who are watching this, it's like, wait a minute, Van Johnson I thought it was Van Damme.
But you also got to
So they,
remember the difference. Season 3 was backed by Netflix, so you're like 3 seasons in, and Netflix, like by that point, bought the rights, and they could be like, "Hey, you were gonna pay a little bit extra so we can have these instead of," because in season 1 and 2, the flashback scenes that they would do is more like, someone
Just-
pretending to like redoing the scene. Remember the kick scene? They keeps like it was an illegal kick, and it was showed. That's
yeah,
not actually
but
from the movie.
no, but that's more of a credit thing. Not really from the movie. It's more of a trailer. It's not in the show. They don't show it in the show.
They do.
No, they do.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm.
I don't.
It's like a
I don't
split
remember.
second thing.
I just remember. I don't remember seeing it. Anyway, but I mean, and also this show was done when Amazon was just really getting started with their media content.
True. They
Also,
they weren't very
like right
strong with
now.
like the Tick. When the
Yeah.
Tick came out,
So
Yeah.
it was forgotten.
right, exactly. So this is the same thing. Like this is was done too soon.
Mm-hmm.
This was done too soon. But should we go on for episode 3? It's almost our bedtime for us, so we should probably check out another episode.
He
I
is
think.
so excited about this show right now. This is the most energized he's been for a show in a bit.
Come on, man! It's like I'm liking this. I am actually really liking this. So it's good.
Um, you know what? Let's go for episode 3, but we're gonna have to cut it after that, okay?
Oh yeah, enough. Yeah, well, we can continue next Sunday.
And then because there's only 6 episodes, so and we can knock
That's
out
perfect.
like,
That's
that'd be
perfect.
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. We're halfway done.
Whoa, I don't have the rights. Okay, so this,
What?
I was gonna be like halfway there, but I don't have the rights.
This is episode 3, a little conversation about trust.
All right, let's hit play. When
Here we go.
3, oh wait, pause that.
No, go ahead. No. She's gonna. No, don't worry about it.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, play. By the way, I should ask people's in the chat, if you are watching along with us, how are you liking the show so far? Obviously we're loving the show, but it makes more of a difference if you like it.
15, 16, 17.
You're a second
18.
second and a half ahead of me, which is okay. Zoe's liking it so far. Zoe, is Van Damme still holding up for you? Oh, Zoe, we did mention like Van Damme hasn't really done any shows except for this one. He's done a lot of movies. Like if you look his IMDb, he's done a lot and still does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he didn't kill him.
Yep. He didn't break the neck. He sprained the neck.
Yeah, I know. Even though it sounds like he cracks it, it sounds like he breaks it, but yeah.
Oh, Zoe is upset he doesn't have the buns of steel.
Oh yeah, a sweater too.
Yeah. Freezing.
Oh, poor Philippe.
As a mole. But there's only a sketch of himself. It's a lot of racing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how perfect.
Yeah, it's not how that works.
And time cops are double impact drawing.
Time cop.
Oh, I took the collar off.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a mole. Did they get rid of that mole too?
I have no idea. Oh no, it's still there. So this is essentially another version of Double Impact.
Another one. And maximum risk. And
Mm-hmm.
duplicate. Or replicant. Replicant, not duplicate. Replicant.
Hey, Stormy.
Did another one. Hey, Storm. So yeah, there's about double impact, replicant, maximum risk. I think also Universal Soldier. They did like clones.
They kind of
So
did, yeah, at
there's
one point. Yeah.
4 movies. Him doing the same thing in the sense of
So Storm Zoe was missing you earlier. Stormy says hi to both Angel and Kim.
Hi, Stormy.
Hey, Stormy. Oh wow! I was like,
But you know
from one
what?
racist act to another racist act.
Exactly. But you know what's funny? Because like the more I like review movies and learn this stuff like that, isn't that like that happens, man? Like people make all like one complaint to like to make something conscious, and like production and producers will be like they'll make the
Well,
complete change in the movie because they feel like it's gonna affect a certain demographic, and it's
well,
not good.
couple things. Yes, but even more now because of the cancer culture.
Yeah.
So
You
you
mean
had to have
cancel
that.
culture?
I said that.
You said cancer culture.
I said cancer. Well, cancel. I thought I said cancel culture, but also it also depends. China has a like say movies go overseas, right? It's
Hmm.
international. If you want to get a real international success, you gotta adhere to like China. There's been movies where things have been changed just that it can please the Chinese.
Hmm.
For just like, for example, Doctor Strange. You know, so the master, the enchanted one, whoever the character is, they made it to a girl because the original one was Asian, and so there's a dog here. Sorry. So they made it the character American or English that doesn't offend the Chinese people, the Chinese government.
Hmm.
And whenever that Asian dude knows something, they cut the camera to him. Oh, oh. Oh. He has a gun.
He's such a man. He's so sweaty. He's completely dripping. Yes, so I am gonna be putting up the green screen. I just couldn't do it today because I literally just cleaned up right before I was able to go on camera. So
Oh God, what a bad kick.
I will be having I have it in my garage. I'll be getting it out. There's a slightly better
Okay.
kick there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be having him up by next Saturday because I'm gonna be using it for other stuff.
Not Wednesday morning.
Oh, maybe Wednesday morning. I have to go move the other furniture that I put in the garage to get to it.
No, they're gonna fight on the boat. Wow, they sure lack security around this here.
The overalls just crack me up. The green screen that I have is the same one Angel has, which is like two stands that you drape the screen over, essentially.
Yeah, you can get it at Groupon. What I got here is from Groupon.
Oh.
What? How did I? He pushed him. How would that hurt?
Well, that's what he does. Yeah, this is a straight up Van Damme moment right here.
Oh, back of the head.
That was not the back of the head.
I like how everyone's just casually, they don't care about it. I think they think they're really filming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Now, but technically that happened with the Crow with Brandon Lee. Everybody thought that it was part of the scene, and they kept going.
wow, that was different though,
This is true.
because they set up for that scene. Here it's just impromptu.
Yeah.
They start rolling.
I feel like that's like Assassin's Creed.
But yeah, it does look like Assassin's Creed. But he cut him with a plastic butter knife.
It was a plastic, one of those plastic knives that you get from like the Dollar Tree.
Right, and he sliced them open like that.
She's freaking out because she knows people die.
Mm-hmm. Right, because you know it's like not part of it. Ah, faking it out.
Mm. Like back in the day. Ah, the truth.
Going back to that now.
Oh, it's a recurring thing, right? It was on 1 and 2.
His face so. This dude too?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Richard Skiff.
Hmm. Oh, from the title.
For the show Rashad. Is it? Am I wrong? But does she not remind us of our godmother? She does.
She does. She does. The haircut is the haircut and the skin complexion.
Yeah.
He's overacting now. He's overacting it.
Oh, they didn't fake the mole.
Oh. See, he's actually the bad guy.
It's Carlo Rota or Rota.
Yeah, Carlo wrote that. Mm-hmm. it's kind of funny that he's dressed in gold, and it kind of reminds me of Goldfinger from Austin Powers. Not Goldfinger.
It's got gold flakes too.
Well, he likes everything gold. He
Mm-hmm.
likes, so he's wearing gold here. He had gold flakes. I think it's a play on that.
It's a knockoff Alexa.
Yeah. I'm just saying, he could have taken care of him right there, like beat him up or take him out. Oh, this guy.
Yep. Oh, they know. They know.
Uh,
All right. We're gonna stop it on episode 3. They were gonna go into episode 4, but they leave it with a cliffhanger.
nice.
So Kim, I know we were losing you at the end there.
She's not, yeah, she's not really good for multiple episodes.
Mm-hmm. But well, in her defense, you're both on a fast right now. Your calorie intake is a little bit low. It's late into the evening. She's getting past her bedtime,
Excuses.
and she's not as big as a fan into JCVD as we are,
Apparently.
which is okay. That's forgivable. But so we got introduced to some more characters. We got introduced to some actors.
Mm-hmm.
And the plot is thickening. We're on episode 3. By episode 2, we knew that it was a weather machine. And now we know that the person who's been employing about the weather machine is the producer of the movie. And he's like, why he wants to do it? Well, we all assume it's to take over the world, but we'll find out more as the time goes on.
Or maybe to sell it in a black market. So he could be, yeah, either he wants to do it himself or sell it to the black market. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
To the highest bidder.
And then of course we have our other characters. We have Felicia Rashad, who is like the one that's backing. She's like the agent of the spies for Van Damme. Louise, the makeup guy, who has a past that seems pretty dark right now when we get the glimpses.
Yeah.
Then
he's like taking the beating like a champ, like this.
Exactly, and he's like, I'm not supposed to be involved. He's like, well, you already are. He's like, I wasn't supposed to be. Looking like right. Assassin's Creed just coming up in that film.
I mean, it was a cool shot, but to me, I was like, wait a minute, he is a plastic butter knife.
Oh, absolutely.
He sliced the guy like all that. I mean, I can understand if he broke a piece and the edges would be sharp and he does it, but it's just funny that happened. I mean, those are some good actions in that one. Yeah, you had the Van Damme type of action scene, but it was done relatively well. Um, it's more for me. It was like a appreciation of what he has done in the films in the past. So it's nice to see. I was like, you know, like some people don't change. It was actually very pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Oh, side note, Zoe says she's really just focused on the cheeks. Uh,
On the what?
she puts up the emoji of the beach.
Oh, okay.
Highlights, man, highlights.
Yes.
Of course, there's a little bit of romance or like wannabe romance. Like they're trying to rekindle the love romance story between Kate Foster's character Vanessa and Jean-Claude.
Well,
Going in there.
well, I mean, I guess that was established in episode one. The reason
Yeah,
why he got back into the game.
I'm just
But,
essentially summing all three in there
oh, I'm
in that
sorry.
regards. Um,
Oh,
no, you're good. But it's overall the plot is progressing surprisingly well in my opinion for 3 episodes. And it could have been like just a small movie, like an hour and a half movie, and they're like, boom, you're trying to get in there. You find out there's like drugs. The guy who's running the movie is also running the drugs, but now we got more to it.
right. And they probably could make this, edit into one movie since there's only 6 episodes. You could make it into one movie and make it probably even cut some other stuff out to make it 2 hours long, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking what I really like it. There's only 3 more episodes. Now, since you saw before, is there anything that you remembered or you're like, wow, I don't remember this, or catching you like as if you're watching it for the first time, or do you pretty much remember what
Uh,
you saw?
so funny enough, like I'm remembering it verbatim. It stuck with me so
Mm-hmm.
much that I'm remembering those scenes. I'm like it was like, oh yeah, that was the scene. That was how it went down. So there wasn't like a scene that like I totally forgot about that. The closest to that was Assassin's Creed moment. I forgot that that's how he does that. But
Right.
yeah, no, I knew they were gonna introduce Richard Skiff into it, and like the big guy that you saw, I knew that he was gonna be introduced in that. Carlo Rota's character, I remember that scene. So it's kind of funny to me, like the impact that it had. That I can still remember it like this.
Right.
But
Oh, I
granted,
think it's
it's
awesome.
like it's when I first watched it, I binged all 6 episodes in one go, and it was like a quick binge, and I just like this was fun. And
How long ago was it that you saw it?
I saw it when it came. I want to say if not 2017, 2018. It was like
Oh
fairly
wow.
quickly after it because I remember I bugged my brother quite often. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you haven't seen this yet. You haven't seen this, and he's like, not well. He's like, I'll get to it. It's Van Damme. And like, I'm like, no, you have to watch this. Like, this is right up our
Right.
alley.
Yeah. And yeah,
Here we are.
I stepped on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's done very well. I'm disappointed there's not another season,
yeah,
knowing that there's only one. So it's just
yeah. No,
it's
it is kind of disappointing, and like, but the funny thing is, like, they do have like behind the scenes stuff,
mm-hmm.
like that I didn't pay attention to, but like I'm sure you'll probably check that out when we're done.
Oh, so it's on the Amazon that I can check it out. The
Yeah,
extras.
like they have director's commentary by Gunner.
Oh,
The
okay.
so director commentary by the director,
Right, right, right.
and so there's two clips that they do with that inside the series where they're talking like not another action show, Van Damme stills, and they're showing like the dried ramen, uh, the double life in Hollywood, like where they're talking about that, and then
Mm-hmm.
some photos from the set. Um, but
Nice.
not nothing too in depth, but like they do have some stuff. And see here, and oh, they're talking about the games. But anyways, I mean, this is fun. It had some interesting things. We talked about like how they like Hollywood would switch out actors, or they'll change in productions of shows and movies
Mm-hmm.
almost on a whim sometimes, because they're trying to hit certain demographics, certain markets, or they change their moods about how certain things are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said before, in the sense of like, if you're trying to appease the Chinese market and stuff like that, and then also like, even though this is like back in 2018, like you said,
Still, yeah.
cancer. I said it again. Cancel culture. I keep saying it again, but cancel culture, how it is now. I mean, that's, I guess, it was ahead of its time with this series doing that, in the sense of someone doesn't feel comfortable, so they changed the whole story or the whole character on this. I mean, they did it also. They changed it up with Tom Sawyer actually being a female for this movie that they're filming here for Huck.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess it's not really that they can do it there. I guess they see no problem doing it with another character or changing that. Also in the sense of like how like Captain America and Winter Soldier, that's now it's called. The antagonist originally was a male. They made it a female.
It's true. Flag Smasher was a male character, and then well, they kind of made it a group for it, but like the main leader of the group was a female.
The name, yeah, they made it into the female instead of the male. So I mean, it's all relative in that way. But it's kind of funny how they do that. That show was recent, 2021, and then you have this show where they're doing it in a way back in 2018. So it's kind of funny how ahead of this show was in that sense. So it's kind of cool to catch that.
Yes. So okay, so I'm gonna say, should we reserve overall opinion of the show until the episode 6, or you want to give a rating of the show as we are halfway in?
We can do it now in the sense of
how is it making us feel?
Yeah, we can do it now, right now.
Sure.
The next 3 episodes could probably suck, and we're like, ah. So as of now, after 3 episodes, you want to do it by number?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll say 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say 4.5.
Kim. She's a solid 4. She's confirmed. She's like, that's 4 all the way.
That's sleep voting.
That, you know what? She knows what she knows. I you know what? I will give the show 4 is a solid rating. It's not perfect by no standard means, but it's fun, it's entertaining. If you don't get all the references, I think it's still passable in that regards. So at this stage where it's at, 4 is good.
Yeah, I get the additional 0.5 because of the nostalgia of it,
mm-hmm.
and that he's allowing himself to be the punching bag, of the jokes and stuff like that. So, and he's showing some good acting chops, in the sense of playing another character of him, again, like Replicant and Double Impact, but a different accent, a different way of,
yeah.
But moving, so
it kind of works for him that he doesn't have to do it seriously, though.
Right.
The Philippe is an over-the-top performance character.
Right. Where I have to say, this is where Sylvester Stallone failed, because Sylvester Stallone attempted a lot of movies in comedy, and he failed in that aspect. It didn't sell to the audience.
I only know of 3 that Stallone did in comedy.
And what's that?
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Right, that's 1.
Okay. Maybe 4 if you count Demolition Man. And yeah, it had comical humor in it, but like
it wasn't really.
I was going to consider Judge Dredd.
as a comedy.
Come on, man, it's ridiculous. And they had Rob Schneider. And then
I am the law. I am the law. So yeah,
Oscar.
but Oscars one and Rhinestone.
Oh, I did not know about Rhinestone.
That's with Dolly Parton.
Oh, did not know he did a movie with Dolly Parton.
Right, and that one, I'm saying, like, he tried and did terrible. Judge Dredd, I don't really catch it as a comedy, but there's comedy element in it because of Rob Schneider, right? But that's more of a.
I just can't take that movie seriously.
Well, no, it did terrible. They didn't really capture the character or the story. I mean, where Dredd did the remake, if you will, or the second go of it, and Oscar, yeah. So he's not really good with comedy.
Yeah, I personally did enjoy Oscar, but that was me.
Yeah, but in the sense of box office and like that, yeah, he didn't do well. Like, yeah,
yeah.
So anyway,
but
Arnold did do well in comedy. He was able to
a lot better,
as well as The Rock and stuff like that. But but Van Damme here, you can see that he can do comedy. Add comedy to the action, have that little diversity, where before he didn't have it, or he didn't show that well in his other films.
So, and we have to address this in the comments. So there, Zoe was asking a couple of questions. One, are we watching Loki?
Yes,
we are.
We are watching Loki. We're watching Loki at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Kidding. We're not doing
it. Bro, God bless you. I'm not getting up that early.
No. I'm thinking 10 o'clock a.m.
I'm down for that.
You have something going on Wednesday nights, so unfortunately you won't be able to do it. You already have prior engagements. I am open for 10 a.m. and plus it'll be good. We can see early because sometimes knowing that it's on and not be able to see it, like for Bad Batch or when Falcon was on, so we wanted to watch it early, but we couldn't. So I'm down for that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Kim won't be able to join us because she does have a 9 to 5, but she can catch it later and stuff like that. But yes, Loki, June 9th, a day before my birthday, or birthday eve, if you will. I'm down to catch it then.
Okay, which is cool. I'm down for that. And truth be told, is we're trying to avoid spoilers. I'm easier to avoid spoilers because I don't, as much as I do this, I don't really play around with social media that much, which I should, because that's advertising I could do, and I don't. My brother, on the other hand, social media all the time, and he and he'll come back like the next day and be like, damn, I should have avoided the social media.
Not the next day, the same day.
That too.
I mean, but the thing is, I'm not even trying to look. It's like I was like, right here, and the first feed I go either on my Instagram or Facebook. It was like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, It doesn't have to be anything. It could be a picture. And
exactly.
The picture will show a lot. It doesn't have to say anything, but.
So
I'm looking forward to it, even though I think Loki is a character overused in the Marvel sense, or MCU sense. He's overused. People love him, and I do have moments that I like of him. But again, he's overused. But again, it makes sense of being because of the cosmic cube, but not the cosmic cube, but the Tesseract. I call it the cosmic cube because of the comic book.
It looks like the cosmic cube.
Well, it is the comics cube where it can bend reality and stuff like that. So I'm just looking forward to how they're going to do it. And from the trailers, it looks very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting from the trailers.
So great. We're locked in for Wednesday morning. Sorry, Kim, you're going to have to miss out. But you can come back and join us for Bad Batch, which I have not seen episode 6. Everybody,
not yet.
Everybody has seen it, but me. But
it's only a half hour long.
by the time we get to episode 7, which will be this Friday, I will be caught up and I will see episode 6. And I could tell everybody has seen it in the chat because they're all praising it right now. How
It was
good.
so good. It was so good. And the thing is, we can't talk about it now because you haven't seen it, so we can't even talk about the cliffhanger.
I mean,
Well,
you can
it
talk
was.
about it. I don't
Like,
care about
what,
spoilers.
more?
Huh?
No. No, because the thing is,
like, I really don't care about spoilers. I could tell
well, it's just that,
Zoe still has a thing. She like Zoe doesn't. I'm assuming Zoe doesn't have a thing against children, but she really does not like Omega.
why? Because of my theory.
I don't know. They find her. I think they find her annoying based on the chat that I'm seeing here.
Her voice can get
and I just said it like the way they do in the show, just because she is an annoying character.
Well, how about this? Okay, guess who was annoying at first? Ahsoka.
I was gonna go with Jar Jar.
Well, he was, but he never improved.
He just
Ahsoka did. People didn't like her because she was a new character, and she was annoying. She was a kid, a new kid in a new kid on the block. And then you have Omega, same thing. The Bad Batch was established in the last season of the Clone Wars, and so there's some familiarity with them, as well as what's happening with everything else in the sense of the Empire getting more established. So a lot of people are now are familiar with that, and we have Omega, who's again a new character, and as you know, with Star Wars fans, they don't really like anything new. They like things established. They don't like anything that's carbon copy. So and the Bad Batch is almost a loose carbon copy of the Mandalorian. How's being, and also the Clone Wars, because again, new character being in with among established characters.
I can relate to how Zoe.
So
feels.
wait. Before you say that, let's clarify how Zoe feels here, because she's saying she is annoying, she is unnecessary, she is a filler, and they're saying that we are saying she is less annoying this episode, and Will Morris says, actually, if only Omega could find a good Sarlacc pit to live in.
What? Omega lives what?
If only he could find a good Sarlacc or Sarlacc. Oh. That's my fault. So my Sarlacc pit for her to live in. Right. And then final words from Zoe is, I don't have anything against kids, just annoying kids you want to ditch.
Yeah, but she's going to be so important. And
yeah, but she does stuff that makes you kind of be like,
Zoe, is it that you really don't like her because Angel's theory still sounds, like, okay, Angel, does your theory still hold up by episode 6?
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Still holds up.
She still she still does not want that to happen.
It still holds up. But what's good about this episode is, like, you have new players in the field on this one, but also old players in the sense of from the Clone Wars. You see it here. And oh man, I wish you saw it. We can talk about it. We'll talk after you see it. We'll talk about it on Friday prior to watching the next episode, because the last thing, the cliffhanger, the last scene of the episode is like, who is that? And I haven't a guess who it is.
He has another theory.
Well, it's not that I have another theory. It's because they're going after something. They're hired, the Bad Batch, to collect something from Sid. They're still there, by the way.
Yeah, so well, I suspected that may be like an ongoing thing, based on episode 5, that they were going to become essentially bounty hunters.
Right, or like mercenaries, bounty hunters. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to collect something, and again, it's like a video game. You do this for me, you get more information. You do this, blah blah blah. Kind of like they did that in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the episode, there's a hologram shows up, but of just like the shoulder or arm.
You're spoiling it.
I'm not saying that's all I'm saying.
she's like, that's all you need.
But you don't know that. I mean, I'm not saying what the arm shows or anything like that, but it shows that, But after you see it,
Mm-hmm.
and we go back on Friday, I want we'll save it Friday, not Wednesday on Loki. We'll
Okay.
save it on Friday, and before we go, I want your interpretation of the episode, what you thought, and who do you think was the hologram? Because I have a theory already on that, based on what was happening with the episode and what they were going for.
Oh, and they wanted you to recap your Ray's theory, the Palpatine theory about Omega.
Oh, for those who are not been with us on the Bad Batch, I'm thinking that from what we're seeing and how she looks, Omega or Omega. Oh, and that's another thing. Before I do that, Avan and I talked about this. We're missing the actual valid point of her name. Omega, the Alpha and the Omega. Django was the Alpha of the clones, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that came out. She's the Omega. They're like the most important things. Now, they found out she's a clone, but like a prime clone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and from that, I'm thinking that she's a clone of Palpatine, one successful clone, and that clone, that her later becomes the mother of Rey. Yeah, I understand that in the films we thought it was the male, that was the descendant or the clone of Palpatine. But what if, because it wasn't really clear all that way through, that what if the clone was actually the female?
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that would be kind of cool, and that would make a little more sense in that way. She's blonde. Her skin is lighter than the rest. Yeah, her accent is very strong, very Australian, New Zealandish, kind of like how Django is. But again, what if Omega is that the one successful clone of Palpatine? Because we come to find out that's what Palpatine's main plan was to get clones. If you read the Legends stories, like the Dark Empire and stuff like that.
True.
But anyway, so that's where I'm getting from that theory. But
the funny thing for me was I was there when he came to this epiphany for his theory, and
the Omega and the
Alpha, and this was like from me and him discussing about Army of the Dead. and
exactly.
like we're discussing.
Oh my god!
Exactly. He just like pauses, like, "Oh my god, I just realized." I'm like, "Oh no!"
But did you not realize it yourself, or no? You just thought I was like,
well, like
then it makes sense, right?
I suspected that her purpose of like is actually because she's more important, because she's like possibly like their culmination of all their experiments and stuff and doing the cloning, and that's why they want her back, because she's going to be the new prime. So I guess putting the name Omega on it would be because they're like we all our previous samples are degraded. We need a new fresh sample, and I think Omega is going to be that fresh sample.
But she's still a clone.
No, absolutely, but she's augmented.
But her clone sample is, I guess, superior.
Exactly.
In a way, so I'm just looking forward to that. And again, after you watch episode 7, we come back on Friday. I want to get your opinion on the episode and see if it matches with me, because I'm not going to share anything more about it. I just thought it was awesome. It had great action. It had more action than the previous episode. So now, before the episode were kind of boring or slow, and from what we saw, now the action has picked up.
Okay.
In this one, and the characters involved is pretty much great. And I'm not gonna say anything else. Because I'm not gonna say anything else.
Yes, I will watch it I'm probably gonna watch it tonight, to be honest. But I will watch it, and we can discuss it not Wednesday, but Friday for
Friday.
episode 7.
Oh, you guys are going to see something about it.
No. We're not going to. We're going to
No,
keep. We're going to keep.
I will be the one that will be
Wednesday.
in check. I will keep them in check.
Sure.
No, we're only going to talk about Loki on Wednesday because that's all deservant, all deservant, and then we can talk everything Marvel in a sense now that when Loki comes up, we can see how the first episode plays in relation to
Plus, Kim,
one division and of Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Captain America.
You also got to remember Wednesday morning, I'm going to have a timestamp on this because I have to work. So we can't go on and on like we normally do. Wednesday morning, we're going to watch it, we're going to discuss it, and then we're going to be like, we're out. Because I have to switch to work.
Exactly.
But
yes, definitely. So you enjoy this one? So,
I still do enjoy it on this show. So like for the fact that I haven't watched it and I still know what's gonna happen, I actually still enjoy it.
It's kind of like The Tick.
Yes.
In a way that even though we've seen it before, we're watching it again. It's like it is still good. It is still good. So, and again, this is my first time watching it, and this is something I will watch again. And it's just back to back episodes. Since it's actually 6 episodes, so I can definitely watch it back to back.
Absolutely. And sorry, I was reading like how Zoe was being explained to by Phil, telling her what Omega means and stands for. But
what does it mean? What does it mean? Because I'm not reading it, so can you share with me?
Why aren't you reading it?
Because I'm reading my brother.
Yeah.
What?
He meant to say he's paying attention to me, not reading me.
Exactly.
I think Phil's telling her more directly because remember they work together, so it's not the explanation's not in the chat. But okay, so just to recap for this week, expectations. Wednesday we got a stream. We're gonna do Loki in the morning, 10 in the morning Eastern time. Yes. Wednesday night I got my game stream that I normally do. If you all want to tune in, check us out. We scream pretty much a lot. We've been playing some horror games. And
horror games?
Horror. Yeah, but like horror.
Horror or horde?
Horror.
Oh, that's why you scream, because it gets scared.
Yeah, no, yes, bro, you would. But you wouldn't be good because you don't like first person view.
Oh, minute.
Yeah, he gets motion sickness. But
my hiccups are gone.
Oh, there you go. Well played.
We bored you?
No, the show was so entertaining. It got rid of her hiccups. Friday we'll watch Bad Batch episode 7, and then Sunday we'll finish up Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Anything that you want to put out there?
Well, we'll make an announcement on Friday on our project. We
do have a side project that him and I are working on. And
we've been saying it before, but we're gonna come out with it.
You're gonna come out of the closet?
I said come out with it. Don't excite Bunda. Don't excite him. So anyway, because he'll just have another material to work with. But yeah, because I'm taking care of the editing and all that stuff. I'm learning on the fly. I have not any teachings, whatever. Even though my brother tried to show me, I was like, yeah, I got it, and didn't do anything. So I'm learning on the fly. So, but on Friday we'll make the official announcement of it, and we'll let you know. And we're looking forward to it. And if you can hit the subscribe or whatever on that thing, because it won't be any live watch parties. It will just be
pre-recorded stuff. It is definitely going to be
multiple formats.
It's going to be a learning project. Like I got him some stuff, and like it was like we're going to be getting him up and running for his side. So it's gonna be fun stuff.
Yes.
Will, I'm tempted to do a Letterkenny watch party. He is familiar with Letterkenny because I had it playing in his background at his house one time while I was staying there. But he's like, I don't understand. It's that one where like the people were talking and you don't understand what they were saying. And it was like
the farmers.
Yes. He never really sat through it.
The Canadians.
Yeah, he never sat through a full episode. So I might do that just to make him suffer a little bit. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, that black guy that they liked, I remember seeing that episode that,
yeah, that was like a couple, like 1 or 2 seasons in. So
it was like, yeah, they all creamed for him. Pretty much. Even the guys are like,
he's like the super cool guy.
Yeah, he was in another show that I think you and I saw, and I told you, oh, that's a guy. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it was good in some part, but it kind of reminded me of like a mixture of Beavis and Butthead, South Park, Venture Brothers. It was like a mashup in a sense of how the dialogue and interacted and stuff like that. It was like a kind of that way.
I feel like that's not how it mashed, but
no, but it's
like,
how
now you're making me want to do the watch party more and more, bro.
No, I'm talking about like the mashup, the way they talked and stuff like that. How it was just like they had their own language
to
communicate and stuff like that. You have the Beavis and Butthead, the way they communicate.
They do have their own like.
And the South Park characters where they're eclectic in their group, but they're able to understand each other and know what they're saying. And then you have the simplicity in a sense of the Venture Brothers, the actual brothers. They're like, they were simple. So that's what I'm saying, and then there's another show that kind of, when I saw it, like the from SCTV, the Canadian guys, they're drink, they're like lumberjacks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Canadian show, but that whatever.
So Will says it's very similar to he said the Jared Kelso, the creator, is a big fan of season 1 of Seinfeld, so it feels a bit like Seinfeld.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I could definitely see that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so we may actually set up a day just to do 1 or 2 episodes for my brother. Get him, just give him a taste.
Plus, I saw it with you a couple of times already.
Out of context, random. You did not you did not know who these people were. You need to know. I
didn't know, but I don't need to know them. I saw a couple of episodes with you, and I left confused.
Exactly.
And I was watching confused. I was like,
and the people did not see this response from you. They craved the reaction.
I can't walk away, girl. That's what I did. I walked away, girl. Like I'm gonna go to my room.
Exactly. Like, you didn't get it in its purest form.
I mean, I'll do it to entertain the folks, but I'll be like,
yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna make you watch a whole season.
Okay, this is where you're gonna see me. This is pretty much how you're gonna see me when I watch it. Watch. This is like, see, I'm watching TV. I'm like this.
You can watch it with subtitles and a drink. I'll get you on a day you're not fasting.
Oh, please, yes.
Anyway, oh no, you'll be like this. The first 15 minutes.
Well, depends on the time, but anyways. Well, so
we gotta go ourselves.
Overall, this was fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Kim. I'm glad you enjoyed it for the most part. And I'm excited for the rest of the week and the announcement we're going to do. And we never gave you a closing, did we? For your side.
Or what?
Like you say goodbye or anything?
You talking about on this?
Yeah. For you.
Stay strong, stay healthy.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Or stay healthy, or stay healthy, stay strong.
There we go.
Just play it around. Either way, either order.
Flip it
All
around, it's
works.
still the same. It's good.
Right.
Continue watching anime, everybody. Expand your minds and just be excellent. Laters.